A group of seafood and haulier businesses have entered a war of words with Transport Scotland over the lack of freight services to the islands. In recent talks with Transport Scotland and Northlink Ferries, the business group claims scaling back production was suggested to ease issues. Transport Scotland refute the allegation. Well, Brandon Cook is in our newsroom. Brandon, what's actually happened here?
Well, simply put, Norman, there's businesses in Shetland not able to export or import as many goods as they would like, and the biggest reason for this is the lack of freight ferries servicing the islands. Now, a group of Shetland businesses made up of hauliers and seafood exporters say they met on Tuesday with Transport Scotland and ferry operator Northlink to try and hash out a solution to the capacity problem. In a statement, the group claimed they provided transport bosses with some potential solutions, but say their ideas weren't listened to. They also claim Transport Scotland representatives suggested that fishing sectors consider scaling back landings and productions to ease pressure on the freight service. Here's how some of that group were reacting earlier this afternoon.
We have worked tirelessly for years to produce information on our sectors, how we see the sectors growing and producing. We have supplied that to Transport Scotland and to the government regularly for several years, but it's just being blocked. It's just facing inaction year after year. And we're at a stage now when Transport Scotland is actively telling us to curtail our production to allow the system to cope, then I really think we're scraping the bottom of the barrel and we are at a very low point.
It's very, very shocking that the Scottish Government won't do its part and say, we can do our part, we can deliver the tools. We're not asking for a handout here. We're simply asking that they do their part of the bargain. We'll pay for the freight, they provide the boat, that's the deal. Let them get on with it.
So, Brandon, what have Transport Scotland said?
Well, they said it's entirely wrong and disingenuous to say they suggested scaling back productions. They stressed they'll consider ideas so long as proposals are practical and affordable. And in terms of solutions, well, the planned development of 2 new freight ferries will solve this, but they're looking for short-term solutions too. Overall, this is a long-running issue, Norman. Both sides want this solved, and that's not happened yet. And it's fair to say relationships on both sides, well, they're becoming more strained by the day.
Brandon, many thanks.